Hello everyone, this is my first video as Lady T, and today we'll be learning how to make an origami blossom heart. I learned this in Chinese school when I was pretty young, but it was a little complicated for me back then, so my teacher just kind of did it for me. Anyhow, I kept the one she made me for a really long time, and then later I actually looked it up online and relearned it. I've been making them ever since. Origami is really awesome. You can learn how to do so many beautiful things. I'd love to be able to share that with all of you. So let's get started. So first, when you flip it over to the other side, the blank side, you are going to make a valley fold. Fold it in half. Make sure the edges touch one another. So just fold and crease. All right, and then unfold. You can see a nice line right down the middle. And actually, this is where we cut the paper in half. For the origami heart, you only need 1/2 of the paper. So actually, for every paper sheet, you can make 2 origami hearts. Now, what we're going to do, we're on the blank side. I'm going to fold it again to the edges in a valley fold. A valley fold is when you open it back up, the edges curl upward and the crease is the lowest point. So it's like a valley, as opposed to if I started on this side and folded it down, then when I opened it up on this side, it would be a mountain fold because the crease is the highest point. It's a peak. So valley fold, you're on the blank side. And now what you're going to do, turn it horizontal and fold the edges inward. So right edge folds inwards. And the important thing is you want to fold it to the crease that you've already made. Fold it right to the middle. The line of color should be right along the line that was creased before. So crease, and then repeat this on the other side. Fold to the middle. Try to line this up as best you can, but if you're having trouble, that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect, especially if this is your first try. But even if it isn't, you can always try again. Okay, so let's unfold those. Now, you're going to take your top right corner and fold it down to the bottom, also following the crease in the middle of the paper. Again, the line of color follows the line down the middle. Repeat, but with your left top corner. Come on, line up. Now, unfold. You see those nice creases there? Rotate, and you're going to repeat those steps. So now it's upside down, so the corner you're folding down is a different one, but from your relative viewpoint is still the top right corner. Fold it along the middle. Crease. Oh, that one's not quite as good, but it's okay. All right, now the next one. And unfold. have a nice warm mug of peppermint tea here with me. So these creases, what they do is they create guidelines. They help you with your folds later on, folds that are a little more complicated. Now what we're going to do is turn the paper vertical, and we're going to make a water bomb base. So what you're going to do is kind of pinch these sides inwards. And this part goes down, as well as this part, kind of at the same time. So pinch them inwards and down. Then this big piece on top, push it down, and it forms a triangle. From the top, it kind of looks like this. Repeat on your other side. Pinch the sides inwards, press down, push down. Feel free to pause the video if this is ever going a little too fast. I know that sometimes YouTube videos can be hard to get all of the instructions for. You sometimes need to rewind and play back apart to see exactly how someone did it. Or if you're like me and you kind of like to go a little slower, trying to get every little piece just right, then you can pause the video too. But once again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It will still look beautiful no matter what. Okay, so as you can see, I made another valley fold. You can see the dip here. I'm taking one of the bottom corners, one of the bottom flaps, and folding it to the middle, to the corner point right here. Crease. Then take the top flap on that same side and also fold it to the corner point. Ooh. You can see here that on this flap, on one of the folds, I must not have folded it completely to the edge, but that's okay. It will still turn out looking great at the end. Okay. Now do the same on the other side. Take the bottom flap, fold it to the corner, crease, top flap, fold it to the corner, crease. Awesome job. Now you have two kind of diamond shapes over here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to kind of open this flap a little bit so that you can see the white part inside. Kind of hard to do, be gentle, don't squash it right away or anything, but use your finger to open it gently and you should be able to see the white side, the blank paper. Okay, so now that it's open, I'm going to kind of push my finger down inside and then squish down the top. Make sure that the colored edges line up with the blank edges. And the same on this side. Push your finger in and then line up the edges and go down. Now you're making all of these smaller diamonds. Do the same on the other side. All right. Now, we're going to kind of repeat that step, but it's going to look a little different. So you take the bottom flap and fold it into the middle here. You can see the crease along the middle. Fold it into the middle in a valley fold. Then, what you're going to do, instead of going all the way around, you might as well just, these are so small, you might as well just do the whole step here. So you have a valley fold, it looks like a triangle, then open it up. Ooh. Here we go, open it up and squish down. And it looks like a kite, kind of. Like a kite shape. All right, do that on the other side of your flap. Fold in, triangle, open. Be gentle here. It's okay to take it slow. You don't want the paper to rip. And squish down. Woo, that's one flap down. Now, repeat those folds all the way around with all of the little flaps. Ooh, this one's having a little more trouble lining up. Okay. Last one. Make sure you don't come to origami with messy fingers, by the way. You don't want to stain the paper with cheese dust if you've been eating Cheetos or anything. Okay, so you can see the finished product looks pretty much like a blossom. This is the blossom part of your Origami Blossom Heart. Last step is we're going to turn this over, face the back, and fold this top flap down, crease. Then, when you go back to the front, it really looks like a blossom heart. I've also seen some people who also like to pinch in the edges. So if you want to do that, you can. But personally, I like to keep it as is. That's just a personal preference. You can do whichever you like. See? This is with the edges pinched in. And this is with the edges staying out. And that is your Origami Blossom Heart.